Everybody's so loud when they're yapping.
What the fuck, Sam? Are you sure for real for that?
Oh my god, it's my wife.
I couldn't do roll for that.
Hi, Mom.
Oh!
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah.
Our projects. It's a celebration of all of us. Every cast member, every viewer, every supporter, every friend who's helped carry these crazy worlds and plot lines and schedules on their shoulders. For 4 years, we've managed to build something crazy together, and maybe you weren't here at the start with ATK, and maybe Return to Blackwell is your first time, be it a viewer or a cast member. But that truly doesn't matter. Because when it comes to building these stories together, time really doesn't mean much when you put your heart into it. The giant team behind OSRP, as well as the cast and the viewers, are what make this community what it is. And you guys have proven time and time again that passion and community can literally move mountains. As it stands at this very moment, we are only $100 away from our final goal of raising $5,000 for the community. We managed to accomplish this in 5 days. If that doesn't tell you that what you do here moves mountains and changes people, I don't know what does. Because it's not just about what the cast does back there. It's every impressive cast member that brings something to the screen. It's every amazing viewer that spends time roaming over the VODs, drawing fan art, theorizing, staying up until way too late and or early to watch VODs. I want to start tonight by saying this clearly. We have created something truly rare here. I'm sure many of you guys understand that even trying to get Dungeons and Dragons groups together usually falls, and that's only 5 people at most times. Something that we've made here is something that people don't stumble onto every day. This entire space is a collaborative world, a living narrative, a home that grows because of the hands that hold it. We have fought this year through technical chaos, deadlines, burnout, real-life storms, and entire maps that refuse to play ball. And we've had some really great victories, and, well, what's life without a few plot twists, am I right? This past year has showed me in particular something very important. That OSRP isn't held up by just one person. It exists because of everybody involved. each of you contributing a piece of yourselves. So tonight, I want to celebrate the cast who breathed power and life into their characters, community members who have lifted us with art and support and love, the staff who were quietly behind the curtain to keep all of this running, and the friendships that turn a simple RP project into an entire universe. From ATK to Blackwell to Varsity Booze, and now Return to Blackwell. Our stories are important. And as you learn tonight, they are going to continue with the support of you guys. So take a breath, settle in, and let yourselves be really proud of what you've helped build here. You've earned this night, and you've earned this celebration. I am honored, genuinely honored, to stand here with all of you and welcome you the 2025 OSRP Awards. And with that, please meet your handsome MC, Noble.
Let's go.
Comes on the stage here. We have officially met our funding goal for our final stretch goal.
Well, that's your bag now, Noble. Enjoy.
That is, well, that's quite the news to walk up to. As was already stated, guys, welcome to second annual OSRP Awards. And yes, set has a glow up, our stories have had a glow up, and the cast is ever the same and amazing people as always. And just as you heard, which is absolutely incredible to think about, as far as saying that everything that we've put past, I think maybe the first or second stage of goals that were put in place for this rewards week were stretch goals that we had no plans whatsoever of reaching or no anticipation of doing so. And that has been met and then some. I think you know that Folkona and Sprixer and Ash have been working tirelessly just to come up with new rewards to get all of the goals that we've hit. So it is absolutely so very, very humbling for myself, from all of staff, from everybody that's part of the project, for everybody that has supported, for everybody that has even just taken time to share content, to watch videos, to even just be invested in the stories itself. From the bottom of our hearts, we cannot say enough how very, very thankful we are. You just can, all of yourselves, just give yourselves a round of applause, because that is absolutely incredible. It's mind-blowing. The Dreadwalker's a little rowdy, so I'll let them calm down here in a sec. Oh, well, they're done. So even though today is the culmination of a year's worth of work and the celebration of that, our awards week isn't done, or our fundraising week isn't necessarily done. We've still got karaoke after this and another event on Sunday to go through. But today is about celebrating everybody that's put their heart and their soul and their countless hours of Blender and Unity work and just their storytelling prowess into what they do, both in front of the screen and behind the screen. There is so many people that have contributed to this, that have shown just crazy talent and just care for what they do. So today is about that, about celebrating that and giving recognition where it is due, and of course, where some might not expect it from the people that are watching behind the screen. But it's been quite a year. We ended last year's awards in the middle, or just at the very end of going into VB, and now we finished that at the beginning of 2025, and we've done just one part of Return to Blackwell, and there's so many exciting things. We cannot wait to tell the rest of the story with y'all for Arc 2. There'll be a lot of things that maybe even you yourselves as cast members might not expect coming, but we cannot wait to share with you. We cannot wait to support your own stories that you're telling, and we can't wait to share it with you, the audience, as well. It's, I speak for the rest of the cast as well, going from the beginnings of OSRP, because I have been here from the start, from ATK before even OSRP was our brand, going from that to Return to Blackwell itself proper, to VB, to now Return to Blackwell, and the many projects we'll have along the way has been, it's a roller coaster. Some of you that have been here with our earlier projects know that there was a lot of hiccups. There's times we would have to push episodes and things would happen when Unity doesn't want to play ball. Heck, it didn't want to play ball for some things today. We made it through. We have a great time. We have a great cast and even upcoming staff members like Falcona that'll be joining us and training their wings to be an essential part of what we do here. And I think everybody knows that we want to be a community first focus and make sure that everybody has a platform to do what they love. And we've had many people join us that just do it for what they love. Our cryptids of Return to Blackwell, as they say, who don't even share their perspective, but just do it because they love to do it. And we do too. But I won't yammer on too long because you get to listen to me speak and yap for the rest of today. So it's not ingrained for your mind too much. We'll go ahead and start going into what everybody's here for, which is those awards. So the first one we're going into is our first award, known as the Most Beloved Romance of the Year. And without a doubt, let's go ahead and take a look at those nominees for Most Beloved Romance. First one, of course, being Gwyn and Bronwyn. A lot of people's very big favorites, Daisy and Declan.
God.
Maybe one of the most established so far, Lumi and Vaughn.
I literally.
One of the more black cats of our storytelling, Joshua and Allison.
I ship it.
You got it.
And those are your nominees for Most Beloved Romance. And as was voted on by the people watching and you yourselves, the cast, the winner of that award is Gwyn and Bronwyn. Go on, get on up here.
Really up the production value.
Come on up. Y'all want to say a few words to everybody? By all means.
That's why we went into the mine at the end.
Well, first of all, thank you all very much. I know for me, this was one of the first times I've ever really done a character dynamic like this, and I'd like to thank Falcona for being awesome just to interact with and be a huge supporting person in this whole thing. Every single time after we're done a session, we would always gush to each other about how awesome the character dynamics were and how the session went, and this has just been an amazing thing to experience, and thank you. Damn.
Yes, thank you very much. I agree with everything he said, and I'm very nervous, so I'm going to leave it at that.
Wonderful job, both of you. Thank you so much for everything you've put into your effort and so forth. You can grab your awards, take your seats back. Wonderful, wonderful job, guys. Calm in. I just realized. I am damn right. What is the saying? I think it's the saying of "Don't the good always die young," and I guess that's the same with the relationships too. Apparently. Ooh. Might be a little too soon, possibly. It's okay, Bronwyn. I'm sure you'll find somebody to recover with. A rebound, as they say, right? All right, but well, we're all going to miss Guinevere. Everybody will. I know, fan favorite as it is anyways. But we'll go ahead and start progressing into our next award. That next award will be our best rivalry of the year. Whether it's people at each other's throats for good or bad, whether it's thinking people are skinwalkers or yelling at birds in the middle of the street, everybody's got that person maybe they just can't stand a little bit. And those nominees for best rivalry, let's go ahead and take a look at. It'll catch up in a moment. We're just going to take a look back at those nominees.
Hi,
for
how's
the
it
last
going,
one.
Noble? I'm here to riff with you, buddy.
Oh, okay. Let's riff a little bit, buddy.
How's it going? You guys like
Why do
my
I feel
suit?
shorter? Doesn't our
I
hero
had to
clean
one
up
up
real
you.
well?
I had to one up you.
One up me. You don't have a tie.
I do
OSRP tie,
actually.
one of one.
Pounding.
Yeah, mine's blue and yellow though. But hey guys, look at all those romances. Those are really cool. I can't believe Vaughn survived that death flag, right? That was crazy.
I'm gonna be honest, and I won't hide it. I was rooting for it.
I wasn't rooting for it, but I was definitely betting on it. I
Well,
lost
it's
so
your
much
most
money on
classic
this.
trope, right?
I lost so much money on Vaughn.
And he lost it in the Vegas gambles.
Dog, it was a sure thing, bro. Got married literally the night before we go out. What?
It's very true.
It's like that's like saying you're retiring in 2 days. This is crazy work.
I retire tomorrow. I really hope no thugs come through and decide to ransack the place.
How long ago do you think Gwen said she was retiring before the whole?
I'm the butt of this fucking. I'm the butt of
I don't
this
know.
fucking-
Anybody with that dirty feet doesn't really retire.
Your butt, yeah.
It's true.
Look, you're not the butt of the joke, but you're definitely at the bottom.
But yeah, while we're still getting to those nominees there, we're doing stuff on the back end. Players are necessarily not wanting to work with VR chat very well. But yeah, I know some of the audience here sees everything, but even through the screen, it's hard to do it justice. Big claps to Haven for this world, because this is something to put together in like a week compared to all the other stuff was getting fixed during fundraising week. And from the last
Kind of
one,
crazy.
whew, it is. Feels like we're back in before it. Some of it. It's pretty crazy.
I had to pop in the thumbstick when I got there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I first walked in, I was expecting Sprix kneeling here doing the ritual again. Like this was kind of crazy.
You know what? You know what I want to hear, Castle? Tell me, if you really are still our hero, what was Lucian's headcanon being out there in the forest for so long?
Oh God, these people hate me. Nobody wants to see me again. Leaving me for dead. Ow my leg. Ow, ow my leg. That was his thought process the whole way through.
Okay. And Mr. Whiskers, did you like become friends with them at all, or is that just a Daisy thing?
No, Mr. Whiskers is my guy. I can't
Yeah?
tell you though. That's lore. Hush, hush.
Are you Mr. Whiskers?
I just told you I can't tell you. Hush.
He can't even. Discord doesn't even want him to say it. That's Mr. Whiskers. That's crazy.
I knew it.
He's really just legs.
She's a witch, Squidwalker.
Yeah,
You
we have
stay
had
witch.
many long days, but it's been very fun to tell this story. And I promise you, the things that y'all have been putting in place, there's not a week that we don't have to change something, but that's all part of the plan. And it's very exciting to do. If anybody in my
Send the
ears in the
hero to
backstage
go
wants
out
to
on
give
an
me a thumbs
adventure.
up that we're ready, I think should be okay. Yeah, I'll riff with him some more. That's fine.
Hey man, we're having a great time, right, guys? It's awesome. This isn't.
Well, here, let me get a show of hands from the audience right now. Go ahead and raise your hand if you think Gwyn just died on the fall.
I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna beat him with my award.
Right before she comes and beats me, can you raise your hand if you think it was the lantern that was tossed afterwards?
That was my bet. That's what I was gonna go with.
Fucking Solomon.
Yeah, Solomon's got a double kill count now. That's crazy.
I'm going.
Look, no, it's just thinking forward. See, you've got to burn everything that dies there anyways. So you mean take care of it.
Solomon's truly the smartest of us.
If they make one more joke, I'm going up there.
So very smart. And then you've got Declan who'll be sitting back at the fort and seeing people like Thorn come back with nobody else yet.
Sorry.
Telling about all the death.
Actually, yeah, no.
Man, there were so many opportunities, and the one person Declan would have wanted to get rid of made it through, and like all of his best friends didn't. That was crazy.
Damn shame.
Y'all are asking for it.
I'll ask for some more.
Oh, well, back to
Come up there.
No, look, if you haven't attacked me by the end of the night, Falcona, that's I didn't do my job right.
In case you guys didn't know, these are all couples, by the way.
All of them, every single one.
They don't just sit next to each other, and it's like a will they, won't they thing. They're actually couples. That's the whole award. This is a couple.
You hear that, buddy?
And in the corner is a couple brain cells in one body.
Fate.
Hi, Haven. Sorry.
So Joe.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I completely forgot it's staple for the hosts to take swings at everybody, isn't it?
Okay, disembodied voice.
Yeah, we do that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one more clap because we just went through the couples again.
For all the nominees.
Yay.
Yes, every single, like, that's just, everybody talking
Congratulations.
about Ethan is selected for it.
You found love in the most messed up place you possibly could have, and probably won't work out. Happy for you.
Yes.
Three-fourths of the couple are still alive. I mean,
We're going again. We're doing it again. Let's claps for our nominees again for best romance. The secret, see, that's the secret of the show, guys. That's the only award we're giving out. All the rest were just, false nominees.
Can someone explain to me why the Coven girls are carrying like the creepiest group of roadies behind?
Those are my groupies, dude.
You're not talking
You're
to
like,
our
oh my
queen,
god.
are you?
This is the
That's what it was like.
stereotypical fight, kiss.
I have a new nominee for Best Rivalry, OSRP Production and Scuff.
oh yeah.
I think there's a lot of people that call that Ian Scuff. So we'll just take that and adopt that here.
That's
So,
not a
we're gonna-
rivalry. We got beef. It's past rivalry.
We're gonna adopt that for it is. But
You can take it.
we will take it, definitely. We'll be the owners of this.
Bye guys.
Here we are. So, nominees for best rivalry. Declan and Thorn. The most whew, I don't know if any of you saw that firsthand. That was the argument. Solomon and Dane. Very early rivalry. Ooh.
Now kiss.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Nice slap. Stior and Theo.
Such a good moment.
Let's see that in an instant
One more time.
Snatch or weave.
Y'all have to love that one, don't you? Lucian and Joshua.
Love that.
And the award for best rivalry or friends to lover, enemies to lovers, whichever one it is, will go to
Drum roll, please.
Solomon and Dane! The man that never takes his helmet off and the man who's got the longest blonde braid we've ever seen. Go on, get up here.
How much do you hate each other? Do you hate each other out of character?
It's all real.
It wasn't role play. This isn't role play anymore. It's wow, I didn't even think I was on there at any point. Do we get to hold hands?
Kiss him on the
mouth.
Could. We absolutely could. I don't think I can hear you.
Wrong mic, Brunswick.
Well, I'm right here. You should be listening to me.
There we go. Perfect. I should hope so.
I don't think there's a single time we've ever been face to face that we've been like allies or friends in anything we've done.
I am a big advocate for some of the juiciest, sauciest, most enjoyable role play for myself personally is conflict to some degree. That's why, despite my wife and I being in projects together constantly, we're always arguing in the projects. We're always at each other's necks. But
I think it's a sign of great friendship is being able to argue really well and not be upset about it later.
No, 100%. I don't get too many opportunities to riff off of Brunswick, who's an absolutely fantastic role player. But anytime I do, it goes hard. It's full send, and it's always an absolutely great time. So that stuff's fun.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think mine was bigger. Never mind.
Well, the other one's...
Y'all see that? There must be
All right, tell you what. We both throw them over there and just grab whichever one, we just grab whichever.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, sure. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. True fashion. Have another round of applause for those two. Yeah, I don't know if y'all were able to catch it, but I'm still convinced they weren't talking about the trophies or the award itself. There's long stemmed. Y'all should see them off camera. But yeah. Alright, look, yeah. But moving on from the what should have been the best couples story there. There's a lot of times where we'll have some very, very harebrained schemes, whether it's people deciding that there are birds that are gods, there's skinwalkers that are, punching bags for you. I feel like I'm picking on Solomon with all of these, but there's a lot of harebrained schemes that'll come up with ideas of what's actually happening for the lore of what's happening in the fort and Blackwell itself. But our next award category is who let them cook for who best had the craziest idea that actually turned out to work or be right or any of the above. And let's go ahead and, as long as everything cooperates, take a look at the nominees for who let them cook. Yeah. Of course, how could you without Oliver? Look at that man go. He's not allowed near any puzzles again. How could you forget Joshua? Yeah. Flaming sword moment in the midst of it all.
My fucking Dark Souls character.
Fuck you, Gwyn.
Dr. Finley and Ambrose. Some would argue how willing one of those members are, but
Stinky.
the things you'll do for a handsome man, right?
Let's go.
and Tom. Mr. Tom.
My undisputed goat.
And the award for Who Let Them Cook will go to...
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Dr. Finley and Ambrose.
Gordius and baby, let's go.
I believe, unfortunately, with scheduling, neither Gordius nor Baby are here today for their awards, so graciously, Castle will be accepting. There is 2, we promise. They'll get them later in the mail, the awards. But wonderful, wonderful job, wonderful scheme that we will see how well that pays off in Arc 2, injecting people with blight. Woo.
See that too?
All right, but moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of times that, speaking of one of our last nominees for that, where people will be very keen to break the fourth wall. And whether that's talking to their chats, whether that's making references to pop culture in the middle of a fort in the 1800s. I'm looking at you, Walrus. There's a lot of people that will put a little bit of a hee-haw into a moment that might necessarily pass off and make everybody having to mute their mics to stay in character. But with that, let's take a look at the nominees for Another Brick in the Fourth Wall. Yeah. First, of course, being Castle.
I remember that scene. That was a fun scene to watch.
Of course, how could you not include in this Fred?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's just a little guy.
He's a wee guy.
He's just a
He
little
indeed
guy.
is just a guy.
No, yep, Walrus Lord.
You know I'd have to call you out if you weren't in there, buddy. Walrus Lord.
Checks out. Checks out. The left is like a stranger.
And,
Fucking bring
of course, Bringus. Who knows what he's saying to chat right now, right? And the award for Another Brick in the Fourth Wall goes to... to Bringus. I swear, nobody ever knows what his real voice is. He's putting on a show for everybody in that fort. And as scheduling, of course, implies, Bringus unfortunately can't be here to accept his award, but Magic is here graciously as our legal proof. He's getting his award, don't worry. But wonderful, wonderful job. Thank you, Magic, of course, as he tucks it into his own coat. So, as cracked up as a lot of people can be behind the scenes or when they're muted or, you know, just making other references in the attempts to get everybody to break. There's a lot of people in this project. And sometimes whenever people pull shenanigans such as, you know, pop culture references or maybe forgetting to mute their mic whenever they're, what was it that happened to Vine? Was it a smoke alarm? I don't remember which it was. But anyways, there's a lot of things that'll happen that make it very difficult to keep in character from sometimes. And that brings us to our next award to pass out. So the nominees for most likely to break character are... famous gritty of the fort, Gordius. Yeah. I should stand on this side of this one. Where's Elizabeth?
Oh, fair.
You gotta admit.
What the fuck?
You can't, don't. Choner, you know you do. Of course, Volcona. Gonna get a burp counter?
Okay, alright.
And it wouldn't be complete without
That's hilarious.
Walrus Lord, our Superman.
The hero we need, but don't
Fuckers.
And the award for the most likely to break character goes to. Drum roll, please. Very long drum roll, please.
Oh my god, dude.
Of course. Volcona, get up here. Fun fact, it's not a zoomed in image, that's just the size of her nose.
Oh my god. That is diabolical.
Everyone's going, what do we do?
I know you got pipes in there. Anyways, we'll let her say a few words after she learns how to talk
Thank
again.
you.
She's been dead for a while.
Thank you for recognizing that I'm stupid. I'm glad you like it. That's it. Thank you.
Slay Queen.
Not yet. I got insurance plans for this.
Take out life insurance.
You'll have to. Okay. Just a second. Yeah, can we get maintenance out here? I need to clean the carpet. There's like dirt all over where she walked. There's like a trail.
About to be on your face in a second.
Yeah, it's kind of dug in there. You just get the vacuum real quick. Yeah, thanks. Sorry guys, just one moment, real quick.
Yeah, that's right. Clean up after me, peasants.
Yeah, where is
Yeah. You don't ask. Okay.
Oh, is there already mold and she just stepped on it?
There's mold.
I understand.
Oh god, it's getting into
Witchy girls. Anyways, so while we buff out our new rug that we got here, we'll just take a little interim to harp on things that I feel like we've already said, but I feel we also can't say enough. Is just the year it's been. The tail end of 24 coming into 25, I know for a lot of people has had many ups and downs. It feels like a roller coaster sometimes, but as a community, we've always found a way to tell just crazy stories and in very fulfilling ways, and ways that put not just those who already have a platform to tell their story, but bring those to light. And we continue, even from this weekend, continue to meet and grow that community with more and more just amazing people who have a passion for what we're doing and the stories that we like to tell. And whether it's, VB 2.5 or Blackwell, Second Blue Glue, Return Back, whatever project come next, we're so excited to introduce more into our community and keep telling stories and keep growing and innovating and doing things that people never thought possible. Because there's a lot of things that we do now, as much as we fight with some systems sometimes, we never thought possible before. especially having AI to take a load off whenever we need people to play enemies and other things like that. It's so fulfilling to tell stories that way, and we can't continue to do it without the support that everybody has been able to show, not only to ourselves, but what we like to show is going on in other places for VR RP in general, whether that's the wonderful Fractured Thrones, whether it's other, oh my god, they scared me, whether it's other projects. Dirk's a skinwalker, if y'all didn't know. They're here to riff with
They
me.
weren't supposed to know that yet, Noble. You're giving spoilers away for part 2.
I guess I'm the Tom
anyway,
Holland.
no, you guys can trust the quartermaster, I swear. And I couldn't have said it better myself, Noble. We're gonna continue. As long as we get the support, as long as we have wonderful people to roleplay with, like everyone here in the audience, everyone back behind stage, the sky's the limit. We're just gonna keep going.
Really is. What is?
I was supposed to. Castle asked me to hand this to you. We're supposed to clean it or something while we, take our little break.
Anyways, aside from that, it's the sky's the limit. I mean, we have a lot of blue sky ideas and a lot of what seem like crazy, harebrained ideas that seem impossible to pull off sometimes. But each day, our team is learning. Haven learns new things. Sprix learns new things. We learn new ways to tell stories and work with what people bring to us as characters, because that's our goal. Because we can become as notariable and have as many eyes on us as you can count. But what we really want to do and want to make sure is that everybody that comes into our projects and has a part in our projects enjoys their time, feels fulfilled, and gets to tell the story that they want to tell. There's a lot of limitations in some aspects, but as we continue to grow and put things in place, we continue to break through barriers and find new ways to do things and new ways to make sure that everybody has a piece of the pie, because that's the goal. We don't want to be known for anything other than a wonderful place to come and take a break from real life, because God knows real life sucks. So that's our goal, to be an escape more than anything else. But now that I got more of the sappy nonsense out of the way for you guys, and I guess we'll need to do some polishing on these awards. It's got a real shine to it. We'll go ahead and move into our next.
What?
Yes.
We got a very specific count of those things backstage, and you can't just be taking them. Give me that.
Oh, did the Skinwalker impersonate me again?
I can't believe. Oh, and it's got some Volcona stuff on it too. Okay.
If anybody knows how to shine anything, did y'all see the shine off that guy's head? Ooh. Whether it's the Dean or it's just, woo, that's a glare there. I could see myself in it. But anyways, moving right along as we'll get into more awards, because we still got a lot to go through. Whether it's by falling into it by accident, whether it is being forced into the limelight sometimes, like our hero would tell you, there's some people that just find themselves as the protagonist in stories, whether they meant to be there or not. So as we go ahead and let's take a look at our nominees for Unintentional Protagonist. Of course, how could that be complete without Elliot? Wow, what a shot. The woman who knows no end to her workload, Cassandra. Yeah, of course, Oliver.
My depression buddy.
I don't want to ever see that.
The master of dynamite, of course. Miss Eliza. Hey, Fecker. Anyways.
One more time.
And the award for, I'm going to say this real slow so you don't have to drum roll as long. Unintentional protagonist will go to... Miss Eliza.
I don't know if Dirk ever found himself as a protagonist.
When you come up
something's
here,
wrong
you
at the
can't
fort.
shoot him. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that's known.
You're supposed to be careful with that. Their pistol, Miss Ashvale.
I'm sorry, one sec.
Then it would be 27 shots? 26?
Who's counting?
Everybody, apparently.
I am bad at counting.
Oh, is this thing on? Testing. Can you hear me?
We can. To our unsung heroes.
Oh, golly. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. I love you all very much. I'm not very good with speeches. But thank you all. Thank you, everybody. Cast crew. Been amazing acting with you. And thank you, Rosarians. Thank you. I love you very much. Yeah. Thank you. I'm not very good with talking.
Wonderful job. Yahoo indeed. Good Lord. So, just like there is people who fall into the role of protagonist or kind of just end up there depending on their roles in the fort, there's those who might go out of their way to do otherwise. There's those who might, oh, well, I think that somebody else has got a secret and I'm going to dig that up. I know everybody in the audience is looking around at one another because they know exactly who they think that is. But that means that our nominees for Secret Seeker are... Mr. Silas.
It's with an A, not a U, it's an A.
I had no control of the spelling. I know it, buddy. Of course, Ms. Evie.
That's a great flip. Holy shit.
But which evolution?
What? Oh, you.
Bad joke. Okay, we'll go past it. Yeah. Solomon.
Don't do it, Solomon.
Crazy bastard.
Blow his head smooth off.
Already killed enough people.
Pull the trigger.
Oops. No, thank
Or, of course,
you. No, thank you.
the one who died with their secrets, Ms. Guinevere.
Rack 'em up. I'm gonna hit you.
I'm keeping a counter, don't worry.
She's got dirt on all of you.
So true.
And the award for Secret Seeker, whether done through legitimate means or not, goes to... Mr. Sightless. Yes. Wonderful job. I'm starting to get word from backstage, though. I don't know if this is a standard award, if we had a misspelling, so we might need to go through some paperwork, but I mean, you can still come up, buddy.
Maybe that's not silent.
Just a production note, I did it passive aggressively because, and I quote, he didn't use the pocket dirt.
Do dreadwalkers have eyes?
Watch your back, A-ball, man.
It's effective no matter what.
Taylor with confetti. He's got dirt on everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd never expected to win this one. I'll be honest. I was competing with some very ambitious individuals, people and friends I've known for a long time, and fantastic actors, like everybody obviously in the audience tonight. Thank you for those. Obviously, as I try to get in all your businesses, it's my purview to know everything and everything that you do. So if you're thinking at night, I have a secret, and I've kept it pretty well safe. Just want you to know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. So, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate all of you.
He is not wrong. As somebody who reads this man's sheet on a weekly basis, we all know who the supplier of Pocket Dirt is, right?
Oh.
Wonderful. No, trust me, I see his sheets every week. He's got it on all of you. You better watch out. Anyways. But moving on, of course. So as we saw in one of those clips there's a lot of times in the fort where it's not just the darkness in the south that we are fighting against, whether with good cause or not. There's a lot of times where maybe the barrel is pointed towards some of our own, whether maybe too soon to say this intentionally or unintentionally. Yeah, God rest his soul. But that brings us to our next category. Our next award for most likely for friendly fire. Those nominees would be... Or too soon. Everybody's looking at them. Here we go. Oh, right out the gate. Mr. Carmine.
Here we go.
The throw of a lifetime, Arturo.
Oh no.
I love giving people dynamite.
Solomon himself.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
What are you gonna do? Stab me?
The friendliest of fire.
Or, of course, if they're shooting it in my face, Eliza.
You told me to pull the trigger.
I'm gonna end up dead by the end of the awards, guys. Just wait for it.
Yeah, you are.
Is it friendly fire if you ask for it?
And the award for friendly fire is not goes to of course, Mr. Carmine. I believe, unfortunately, Mr. Fender's due to scheduling isn't quite here yet. He's showing up late, and his award decided to show its face. Maybe lucky for him before he was able to be here, but I'm sure that blood-soaked award will get into his hands one way or another. Wonderful, wonderful job. Truly heartbreaking. Truly it is. Maybe he'll grow a mustache in honor, right? That has to be the way. He better. But like any ambitious, friendly fire shooting person would do, there's a lot of people that like to cause chaos around the fort. I know each of us can think of one person right in their mind to do so, whether it's worshipping inanimate piles of fruit, whether it's yelling at birds, which I feel like I keep stating, so I'm so sorry, Brunswick, or whether it is just... or whether it is thinking everybody around you is not quite who they say they are. And with that, the nominees for Chaos Gremlin are...
of course.
Well, of course, first off. Dahlia.
That's my girl. She's got one role. She plays it well.
How could you do that without Jebediah?
My sweet golden child.
The redheaded stepchild. Oh my god, the other one.
What?
Oh, it's Raven.
Raven, behind the camera with the DM, as a Raven sometimes too. Very clever there, yeah. It better not be me. Hit him with the. And the award for Chaos Gremlin, excluding the bottom right, goes to.
Better be my bestie.
Dahlia, of course. Yes. Yes, of course. Now, Lydia, do y'all know Vidal is here? She's just too short to see this year. But, you know, we tried to get a cardboard cutout again in place, but we couldn't print one so small. They have certain requirements. But
I did get a word. Her words would have been, she's very thankful to everyone and their heights she never thought she would reach. So thank you guys.
could not have said it better myself. Absolutely. Jokes aside, very wonderful, very but good laugh that you might need in the fort for most of the times. But much like most people who might be seen as very chaotic in the fort, there's some that over the course of seeing the horrors of what's out there turn into somebody else entirely. I know we've all started it. We've all had an idea of who our character would be going into a story, and much death and strife and problems later, we come out of the other side or come out of that light in the cave itself completely changed. Wouldn't even do the same thing if we tried. And with that, our nominees for most complex character development are Theodosia. Poor girl.
Literal mother.
Poor woman.
Solomon. Camera team does some crazy work, yep. Look at that focus.
Oh my god, it's my husband.
Of course, Tom.
Yeah. I love that man.
What's on the wheel, Tom?
That's my vote.
And Mr. Declan.
Declan.
Yeah.
I will.
We'll survive.
They were just having a friendly chat, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, totally.
And the award for most complex character development goes to. Theodosia. Yes. Yawn up your ass.
I don't know if I want to. I'm crying. So
That's what the
normal
people
for
want.
me, isn't it?
Cry.
I can't believe it.
You're awesome, Ash.
Rub his bald head.
It's
good luck.
I don't really know what to say. other than thank you all so much for loving Theodosia as much as I do. She is one of my favorite characters that I have brought to OSRP. Thank you all so very much. And yes, I am absolutely crying really hard right now, and it's hard for me to speak, so thank you.
We love you so much.
Very, very well deserved. Very, very much a woman that puts her heart and soul not only into her work, but her characters and everything in between. So very well deserved.
Oh my god, it's my wife. It's so beautiful.
We're going to take a small break from the awards to talk to you about something that is really important to us. When Haven and I met, one of our biggest issues was we couldn't decide on what story we wanted to tell next, be it obnoxious text role plays or the myriad of small worlds we would put together. And with support from the cast and the viewers like you, we're capable of doing some pretty spectacular things. There are a lot of different universes that we have fallen in love with, a lot of different genres, and because this is our passion, even if it is a hobby, we want to continue to give you guys a space to play in, which is why we've adopted a method with OSRP we call the A project and B project method. Our A projects, like Return to Blackwell, are our extensive, large, vast, heavy projects that take a lot of labor and a lot of love and a lot of time. And our B projects are the ones that we introduce in the meantime to keep everybody occupied and to keep playing together. As I said before, with your guys' generosity of time and donations, this has become even more possible for us. With the new year coming and Return to Blackwell ending when it does, because of your support, we've introduced a B-level project, something to tie us over before the next big thing. And we're excited to give you a sneak peek of it here tonight. So, without further ado, let it roll.
Hello? Is anyone on this channel? Please tell me there's someone still out there. If you're receiving this, please. I could hear everyone outside my door earlier, but I can't find them anymore. Are failing. I've sealed myself inside Sector C, I think. I only got here last week. Unless someone can show up, I am not leaving this place. If I do... Can you hear it? Wearing their voice. Knows I'm here. Please, please, anyone.
Now, we've heard that some of you have an itch for sci-fi, but I think you all understand that Haven and I have a love language of the horror variety. So I'm introduced that our B project, that will have a starting date announced later, will be Howard Station, a grim, dark, alien isolation-inspired experience with brand new tech, of which the roleplay community has not seen. That's about all I can tell you for now without spoilers, but I wanted to take a minute to show you guys what your support makes possible and what we work on behind the scenes, even after all the long hours of running the projects that we do. So I wanted to say thank you and show you that the faith you put in us is not misguided. We will continue to serve you well. And I will get Noble back up here. Although,
We love you, Striker.
keep an eye out, because I'll be back with another announcement.
I just wanted to see that. I knew it was coming.
Wow, damn. Another B project. Woo! That is that's gonna be crazy. I know some of y'all have already seen the environment that is, and had Haven show off some of that before, but it is it rivals Blackwell, at least, in a very different capacity, but very much indeed will put the fear of God in you in a different way. And we're excited for it. We're excited to tell that story. It's something that Haven has had. He's been working on that for goodness since I've known him. I've seen previous iterations of the map back in, I think it was like 2020 or something of the sort, and it's very nice to finally bring it to life, because it's going to be one hell of a ride, and we're very excited to see it play out. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be really cool to see. But as we go back into our awards, and we've got even more people here. I think somebody helped Vidal grow, and she's here now. So hope you get your award. It'll be over there anyways. Wonderful, wonderful. But for our next award itself, I think a lot of this gets a lot of traction from their more new audience and stuff like that, because we've seen a lot of artwork, and some of them is quite hard to take to work some days. But I digress. The next award, without rambling on too much, with the nominees for Oh No, They're Hot are.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Yep.
Of course, Edward.
If you win this, you take off your shirt.
Oh,
How could you do it without our friendly neighborhood pirate Oliver? He's yelling at me, but he's so pirate coded. That jawline that could cut diamonds, Arturo.
Down he goes.
And the pocket-sinned extraordinaire Silas.
Can't even see how beautiful I am behind my glasses. Why he wears them so we can see.
Well, I know who I would pick, but the award for Oh No, They're Hot goes to... Mr. Edward Hawkins. Get up here, Erebus. He is so hot. I'm hearing calls from behind the stage. Take your shirt off. It's up to you.
You guys can't tell, but I'm blushing on an APA ball.
We just got a warning. A group of ladies outside the venue have all fainted. Thank you, Erebus.
I'm glad everyone has realized that Edward is actually Onlo, the demigod of pleasure from the Vagabond Faith. Been the best well-kept secret.
Spoilers, Erebus. Spoilers.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ruining the plot of Mark 2. But no, honestly, I'm thankful everyone thinks he's hot. I honestly owe the work of him to Ash. She's an amazing model maker, and she kicked it out of the park with his design. And thank you very much.
Take your shirt off. What? Who said that?
That is a man of the people if I've ever seen one.
We just got word that all the viewers at home have had to turn their ACs back on, and even in the middle of the beginning of fall. Me too. I might need to turn a fan on. Good Lord, being that close to that hunk of a specimen is quite shocking indeed. Ooh. But now that all of us are going to keep our clothes on, at least for the on-air portion, we'll go ahead and move into our next award. So there has been no shortage of inside jokes, of character breaks, of straight up kung fu brawls in the middle of the fort. Lots of things to laugh at for the entirety of Arc 1 itself. But the award we're moving into next is to aim for the best running joke so far this year. And the nominees for best running joke are...
Here we go. Here we go.
the inanimate pile of fruit that is Melanie.
My wife.
If you don't hear it at home, Vidal is screaming out of her seat. Baywatch Benny, oh my beloved. I need an animated short of this so bad, so very bad. Of course, Copernicus Jorce. Our hero indeed.
But he will.
Something is definitely in the water. Everybody has such nice teeth for it being the 1800s.
So true.
Something in the water.
And the award for best running joke will go to... Brr. Of course it would. And I've heard that we have a very special guest coming to accept their award. Melanie themselves. Guys, somebody's gonna have to restrain Dahlia. Oh my goodness.
You and me, we got history. They don't know. We got beef. You can change your name, but I know who you really are. What's up, dog?
We have to keep our rating. Our rating. Ratings.
I was saving myself for Hawkins. What do I do now?
Anyways, we'll let Melanie give their charades to you for your award.
I'm so sorry you had to see that.
Dahlia, it's fine. I'll cry later.
You have such a weight of words. Oh my god.
You're very welcome.
I'm crying.
Am I the only one that imagined they sounded like, yes, thank you for the award. My name is Melanie.
If you didn't quite catch that, they very much said that they would be happy to sacrifice themselves to feed the fort should it come to it. So we're definitely putting that in the notes for next arc. Just so you're all aware. Melon is back on the menu, boys. Definitely indeed. Absolutely. So, it's almost like the segues are feeding themselves to me, pun intended. That there's lots of emotional times that have happened throughout the course of Arc 1. You can point to 5 different scenarios that have happened in any given episode and had somebody that was on the edge, in tears, or otherwise. I know our resident, self-proclaimed crybaby of staff, Ash, does this a lot, but hey, there's a lot of emotion going on, and sometimes it's well-deserved. But that being the case, our nominees for most emotional, is it scene or person? I actually didn't get the cue for that, but it's one of the two, but those nominees are...
Trust in your heart.
Scene, okay. Ugh. Yeah, I don't have words for that one.
That's Ophina's mustache right there.
Oh fuck, this was so
It's the Yours Journal.
to stay serious through this.
Oh.
I wanted to cry.
I'm back.
I'm back. Oh fuck.
The Confession of Theodosia.
Oh. 2025's biggest fumble.
Or the punishment of Declan.
Look, he is not holding back. Damn.
No, he ain't.
He went full ham.
He's talking to basically his little sister. He's got some anger, man.
When we've got a winner announced for this award, could we get everyone who was in the scene to go ahead and come up on stage?
Yeah, the winner for most emotional scene. It's a hard choice. Goes to. Drum roll is really sad now. It's crazy. It's Dior's Journal. The whole scene, like 8 Ball said.
Here we go with 4 awards.
Small production note here. It looks like we're missing 2 people I see not getting up. Or maybe 3. We have a Frenchie, Solomon, aka Brunswick, and Dane, who were also in this scene.
It doesn't mean just the clip, it's that whole scene.
Not pictured.
Sir, you can't speak until you have a word in your hand. Thank you.
Yeah. The value of gold is slowly decreasing. Woo!
It's backwards, you fucking. Come on, guys. Come on.
So I nearly cried reading it. So props to Sprix's writing skills. That was it was rough. It was real rough. Thank you. I hope my reading it did it justice. And yeah, Stiora, stop leaving, please. Please. Dear God.
Please.
Nah.
It's like I can still hear her.
She's not the one that's dead.
Oh yeah, I guess that's you, huh?
Yeah, you're right. What am I doing up here? Thank you very much. It was a very good scene. Go that way. Go that way.
Well, wait, no, we do have to go this way.
Fall.
A wonderful, wonderful job to everybody involved, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last time that there's going to be a very difficult choice between scenes like that. Very well done, very well put together, all hands involved, very much. But along with very emotional and tear-jerking scenes such as that, which again, I don't know how any of you all voted, because I could not make that decision if I was voting. What is Blackwell? Return to Blackwell without its creepiness, its scares, its reason to put chickenpox and goosebumps on your hands. I don't know why I said chickenpox. That's unrelated, but goosebumps definitely. The other foul. But we're gonna roll right past that and pretend that wasn't said. But Blackwell itself has been full of many creepy crawlies, whether it's trees that are inanimate and yelling at you on the road, whether it's dreadwalkers who are not in bow ties and want to eat your face off, or whether it's old faces that have become, well, they're still 2 heads, but come back and not seem too happy to see you. There's plenty of reasons to get the heebie-jeebies throughout Arc 1, which brings us to our next award. And the nominees for most terrifying scene are... Of course, the Spectres.
Shit was scary.
PTSD.
Catch him! Oh, do it!
They catch time with fate.
Ooh, the poppies. As somebody who doesn't get much sleep, you know, that's not terrifying to me.
Get up, Daisy.
Yeah, can we like?
It looks pretty nice.
That first expedition, the unsanctioned one.
Oh Lord, no.
Or of course, the manor basement. I didn't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Just a regular stroll.
Actual adrenaline.
But the award for most terrifying scene will go to the Spectres. Now we don't necessarily have an in-house Spectre tonight for very obvious reasons, as we all want to live, and we couldn't put everybody that's in the scene into it, as it would go an award going to everybody. But see, this is a
small production,
community-wide.
I will be sending up one of the main people for making all of these scenes possible. Accepting this award tonight will be Oak of Iron, our crew coordinator and #1 employee of the month when it comes to wrangling, so all of these amazing scenes can be told.
Absolutely.
I am not barking.
Thank you all very much for this award. I am terrible with speeches. I just make sure everything runs in the background, and if I happen to see you outside in the dark, I will make your life hell. With love, of course. So thank you.
I can confirm this.
He's definitely not kidding. I don't know if who he's buying his dice from, but they are definitely not friendly to anybody unless you're bad and apparently get good rolls. But that's besides the point. But our next award, as we continue moving right along, is well, very similar to some other ones, but a lot of us have some, whether it's gushing or whether it's, you know, being a little gremlin in the not moment. There's a lot of times behind the scenes that maybe you do get to see a peek into, or most of the time not to. The people are a bit chaotic. You know, you put on a show for 5 hours, you need to let it out somehow. Which brings us to our next award. So let's take a look at the nominees for most chaotic behind the scenes. The church crew as a whole, of course.
As a whole, very good.
Two guys watching, one guy working.
Yeah, the doctors.
Oh God, wait. Do you think?
Group 2.
Oh my God. That's your POV? Oh my God.
Or, of course, our friendly tavern crew.
Tavern crew. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
Everyone's hungry.
Those fucking
And the award for most chaotic behind the scenes, or not quite behind the scenes, goes to... The doctors, of course. The amount of times spawning on a ping and having them dancing is incredible. I know we have Shinfo here. Get on up here, buddy.
We'll have one doctor accept on behalf of both. I personally want to thank, on behalf of staff, everyone who was nominated for this category because OSRP and the staff thrives on the chaos behind the scenes.
Well, thank you guys very much. Thinking we're the most chaos behind the scenes. I'd like to also call out Naomi, who was with us, and Cassandra as well. Anytime we were in the hospital, we were just trying to have a good time before cards got up. So thank you guys for, I guess, nominating us for chaos in the background, I guess. So, yeah, thanks.
Well deserved, well deserved. Well, speaking of exciting dances and chaos in general, that leads us up into our next, well, exciting announcement. So I'll be handing it back over to our leads, or I'll be stalling for longer and talking to you.
We're gonna have a
how are we doing
quick
so far, guys?
commercial pause for everybody. So we're gonna go to commercial break real quick on stream. We've got a small to-do for everybody who's in the audience here in order to set up for our next thing. So give us just a minute, and then I'm gonna give you more instructions. Sorry, Noble.
No, you're fine. We'll be back after these short words from our sponsors. Who said it?
No, so what I'd like to do is, in order to get set up for our next bit, and to make sure you guys are getting a good quality out of the video player, I'm going to ask you to do two things. One is just like you did in the beginning, I'm going to have you come backstage here. And in this time, instead of flipping the toggle to the pro setting, I'm going to have you turn the volume of the video player up. That way you get a good experience. And then when you come back to your seats, I want to get everybody, for at least this next section, in the first 2 rows or closer, maybe even on the dirt edge down there, so you get a good experience for it. So go ahead and file around here. The corner castle will lead the way.
Oh, no.
Apologies for the coordination extra work here.
Put down the awards.
For all of you at home as well, do not
See
stress.
everything, by the way.
Scuff comes with the OSRP brand. You wouldn't believe it, but once upon a time, the S in OSRP used to be for Scuff.
Used to be?
Hey now.
I am an all-star.
Get your game on. DMCA.
Okay, here we go. I'm sitting down. Oh, my ass.
Hello, one IP. I've been sitting down too long. I need to get up and walk. Dog needs a walk.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, did we get everybody cycled through?
20-second delay this entire time. I've just been watching stream.
Peons for this.
Ooh. All right.
Give some space, woman.
Yeah, I've been watching stream forever.
Peons are over there.
She's your partner. She allows. She's your partner. There's no such thing as personal space.
And now, without further ado, we're back to Spritzer, who's going to tell you about what we've got coming up.
Pissing and shitting and farting.
The truth hurts.
Please do not piss and shit and or burp on the front seats, Walrus. These are rentals. Perfect. Now, we tried to set all of our cast members up with, unfortunately, another moment of scuff that we always run into. It's part of the charm. So, to the cast members, if at any point in time you can't hear what is about to be played, you are more than welcome to get as close as you want. Please don't lick the screen. As I said, it is a rental. Or there will be trailers on our VOD. For the viewing audience, you will definitely get the best experience of this, but that might be because I'm a little bit biased. So, as we talked about earlier, we talked about everything that we can do with support like yours. From the long nights to the friendships, not even just financially. There's a big thing that keeps us going, and it's passion and community. There are many, many times that I've seen the staff and myself want to rip our hair out because of deadlines and everything. But what makes us continue is that feeling at the end of a really hard episode when we pulled something off and we see somebody get excited. Or when we pull something off and we tell you what's about to happen and we see you get excited. So, without further ado, I am honored to show you guys the next A-level project for OSRP. And that's all I'm going to say.
Folks say the West is new. They're wrong. This land remembers every shadow that walked it before. Every lie, every curse, every god that clung to the dying world. And at last, Ridge, those memories don't stay buried. They come knocking. And they want something back.
Yes. We heard you guys. Between sci-fi and Western, because Lord knows we'd find a way to smash them together, we've decided to produce both. With the ongoing support that you guys have given us, we have taken greater strides to improving our system, our staff, and our environment. This will be an advantageous goal, if it was one. There are projects who run more maps, but this will be our first time doing so. There will be 2 maps for situated players, and a designated travel map in between to make your travel times feel more inclusive. You'll be able to travel by horse or by train. You will be able to manage your jobs yourselves, as well as many other factors that we will be implementing. If you've noticed the title date, it will be announced in 2027 when we will start, as well as casting. This is a large project, and like I said, we have something to keep you entertained in the meantime, but make no mistake, this was all made possible for you guys and by you guys. I'm excited to yeehaw with the best of you, and I'm excited to open our doors to more people and finally maybe say yes to more applications, because it is phenomenal to see how many people continue to apply to our projects. It is genuinely one of the hardest parts of OSRP. When we did Varsity Booze, there were over 200 applications, and we could only fit approximately 40 to 50 people on the map. With strives like this, that changes. So, I'm excited to do this journey with you guys, and I hope you guys are excited to yeehaw with us.
That's right. Don't give it up.
Don't give it up. Oh God, jump scare.
Yeehaw indeed. Man.
That's right. That's right.
So I don't know about y'all, but as a very, very born and bred Southerner and Texan myself, I'm excited. Very excited. I get to use my normal voice whenever in a role play, and that's going to be something that's goodness so alleviating. I can't even tell you. I heard that magic. Anyways. But we're very excited. That is going to be something that's not only ambitious for us, it's going to be something that the first time, like Spencer said, the first time we've ever had simultaneous maps, but 3 different maps, dedicated travel map. Yeehaw indeed. It's going to be, cowboys, robbers, all that fun stuff. But that's coming soon. I won't give away too much. And we'll just go ahead and we'll get into our back half of our awards, because we've still got a lot to go. A lot of hardware to hand out for you, ladies and gentlemen. Just with that being said, we've got our next set here. Whether it's maybe worshiping the wrong deity, whether it's thinking the wrong person is up to no good, whether it's having some harebrained scheme that pays off or doesn't pay off, you know. A lot of us have seen a lot of different twists and turns throughout Arc 1. And that brings us into our next award category. Let's see the nominees for favorite plot twist.
Oh Lord.
What that twist?
Robin is Theo's son.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Cassie has a husband.
It was her wedding ring.
If y'all can't hear it, half the cast is even surprised at these.
Oh fuck.
Or, of course, the finale choice. Evil DM, evil DM.
I'll never forgive you.
Oh, poor Judy boy. I'm gonna miss that bald head. And the award for favorite plot twist
No one took the powdered wig?
goes to
They got taken by the Dreadwalkers.
Wig snatch.
the finale choice. That means all three of you get out of here.
You get
Yes, picture that. It's you too.
That includes you.
All three of you up here. Yep.
How many rewards are there?
Castle, can you grab another magic triangle?
Another award.
Too much gold I have to melt for this.
It's a little awkward. This is the only time it's appropriate to talk about Falcona falling in the hole,
Excuse me.
and we've been
ma'am?
doing it all night.
Oh, was this mine?
That's yours,
Then
yep.
this doesn't count.
You?
Oh, thanks. Wait, I feel like we should both stand right here. There we go. This was evil, in and out character. We cackled about it. We were both willing to gamble our characters.
We both looked at each other through our monitors and we said, do we want to gamble our characters' lives?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah.
You know, this
Fuck
is
it.
only good if y'all get on the whole, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Castle.
Well,
prepare
I
to
also
pull the
think
lever.
it's thanks to good DMing as well, you know, for that scene.
No,
You know what? Actually, that's
Yeah,
right.
you know what?
No,
Yeah,
100%.
There you go,
Actually, we
buddy.
could just. There
This
you
is
go.
deflecting. This is deflection and will not be stood for.
Choice. This is my choice. I'm running.
You know,
You
everybody,
can't metagame the players. We've talked about this. They made a choice.
everybody, please put your hands together for Noble for putting together such an amazing scene.
You know, I could have sworn I put a trap door on that stage somewhere.
I was trying to get him on it, Haven. See, that's how I avoided that, was if they stood on the trap door. Anyways, y'all are gross. I haven't known. It was the scene, not me. Anyways, I digress. Y'all are dumb, and I love you. But
What the hell, man?
I gotta let you not beat me up, Falcona, okay? Like, that's
it's
just,
already
I'm trying to make
happening.
do. Anyways, it's fine. I've got lawyers. But we move on. For our next award, besides, of course, plot twists, which are not few and far between whatsoever, there's a lot of things that inspired a lot of the community's fan art, a lot of people gushing about things, so many clips. Digging through the amount of clips that happened through Arc 1 is a task. and it's very hard to go back. But we thank you for everybody doing so. It's incredible to see that much love and support. But our next award that goes into that is go ahead and let us see the nominees for our fan favorite moment.
Let's go. Yeah.
Of course. I mean, it was literally
A little bit of fan service, girls about time.
Everyone is there.
Okay, I like this one too.
Yeah, Nocturne of Crystals.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when Noble
so
played
cute.
Oh, we looked so great as girly pops. We did it.
Oh, shit.
The final battle.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
I was freaking out the whole
Hell
time,
yeah.
bro.
So cool.
That was that
I don't think that guy's okay.
And the shooting contest. Lots of hard choices for these last couple, I'm telling you. But as chosen, the winner for fan favorite moment goes to. The final battle.
Let's go. Cool as hell. Can we get another 5 episodes every single person?
No, the monster comes.
What a freeze frame, man. Oh.
The final battle, I have seen few things that we have done or elsewhere that hit the level of just awe that I had kind of flying around watching that, and I want to throw a huge thanks at folks who jumped in on the crew side, everyone who was running on the cast side, the whole thing. There was it was wild. I know I don't want to put words in Noble's mouth. We were running around like crazy just trying to keep up with everybody, but in the end, because of how good everybody was in that final battle, it flowed. Like, it was beautiful. It was amazing. So I want to give a big thank you to everybody for that one, because that was absolutely amazing. It was incredible.
And if we're passing off the deflection to people in character, huge shout outs to Ash and to Wind for playing that big bad with limited availability to see what's going on. If y'all didn't know, there was limited communication when there was meant to be more. So troopers for tugging that out and playing with the dice when they came out that way. So
If I remember correctly as well, Wind had approximately 5 minutes left on his trackers during that scene when things were coming. So we were right down to the wire. You guys took your sweet time taking that thing down.
yeah, very, very hectic indeed. And I keep saying this, and I'm going to beat on a dead horse. Frenchie's not allowed near any of our puzzles anymore, or at least is excluded from the answer. Because good Lord, that man found the solution and went for it. That's, you know what? Fair game. Completely fair game, and that's on us. But besides iconic moments like the final battle, it depends on who you go and ask, but you can walk up to anybody that's seen it, participated in it, or been part of OSRP in general and say, tell me one line you remember from the season itself. And you'll get a myriad. You'll get ones that have inspired crazy montages. You'll get ones that have inspired character growth. There's a myriad. But that brings us into our next award, as let's see the nominees for our most iconic quote.
Slay, Queen.
You're expecting a miracle. I spent my whole life a criminal in the streets of the capital. What are you expecting me to do here?
We're all sinners at this fault, Leopold.
Then Datus whispered from inside my own lungs. You are not broken. You are overflowing.
Back and back and back and
To-
back and back.
Or, of course, our Twitch chat favorite. Goodness. Still an impossible choice, but the award for most iconic quote goes to... How could it not?
So many good quotes.
So many good facts.
Back. Come fucking get this reward. Hell of a feckin' reward you got right here.
I'm feckin' coming, alright? Hold your horses.
You said the thing!
Production note, it took me way longer than I'd like to admit. And that wasn't even all the facts. I had to cut them down because there were too many facts.
That's
Too many
just
facts
in
to
my
give.
vocabulary now.
Well, thank you feckin' all for the feckin' award. It's a nice feckin' thing in it. Alright? Atsukara feckin' deska, yeah. Alright, feck off.
Truly a woman of very few words, but those few words are many, indeed. Very much so. But I could have given awards to all of those because those were insanely well, but of course you can't beat a good feck in the moment. But now we'll go ahead and take a quick pivot. I meant what I said. Don't you pause on me. We'll take a quick pause and a pivot here, and I'm going to be handing this over to our lovely founder, Sprixer, for our next segment.
I love you, wife.
I love you too, random wife. Sorry, random dead wife. The awards are something really fun that we get to do. We allow the community to tell us who they think best represents them in these moments. But after doing so last year, I realized that there was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to look back on the year and give thanks personally with some founder-based awards this year. These awards are some that I've created based off of our Return to Blackwell project that I feel represents a person that needs recognition. There are many reasons that a project thrives, as I've harped on many, many times tonight. But sometimes it's the unsung heroes or the people that sit in the background that quietly lift up the community that mean the most. And so, as I announce these awards, if your name is called, I'd like you to come up on stage, line up, and accept an award as I explain the Return to Blackwell themed awards this year. First is my ADIS award. The recipient for my ADIS, or God of Wind award, goes to Mashi. An inspiration and passion, the wind that moves positively throughout everything that we do here. This award is for someone who spreads that positivity into a room with their smile and their speech. Mashi, your energy and encouragement is refreshing every single time we see you. And for that, I'd like to honor you. Next is my Datus award. My Keeper of Still Waters. This award I'd like to give to Lennon. Datus represents clarity and thoughtfulness, calm guidance. This award honors someone who steadies those waters. Lennon, your wisdom and patience have shaped countless moments in this project and this year, so thank you. Next is my Rayos Award, the Forge Heart of the community. I'd like to gift this award to Erebus. Rayos gave the mortals fire, tools, and the powers to build the future. This award celebrates hard work and dedication. Erebus has forged incredible strength with OSRP and his commitment to the plot, the people, and overall the community. Next is my Vitar Award for a steadfast spirit. Vitar is stable, unmoving and traditional, and deeply loyal. This individual I've seen give their heart over many, many times to the people in their lives, and their core ideals hold up what OSRP stands for. Urif has shown consistency and conviction throughout the year, and I'd like to honor him with this award. For my Gedna Award, Shadow to Light, my Resilience Award. Gedna tests mortals, pushing them into darkness so they may rise stronger. This award recognizes resilience. Those who faced hardship and still brought compassion and strength and effort back to the community. Someone that understands that even if everything seems hard, they push through, they learn from their mistakes. And even if it seems like everything is hopeless, they continue to try harder. Tonight, I'd like to honor Mr. Brunswick with this award for everything that he's put into the community and managed. For my Onar award, the Shield of the Tribe. Onar understands that conflict and the weight of protecting others is important. This award goes to a reliable presence, always calm in the waters, yet fierce when it comes to protecting what they love. This is an individual that has stood by OSRP, whether in projects, the sidelines, even when they're not with us. I'd like to give this award to Darth Quackers. For my Anlo Award, the Joybringer. Anlo walks with mortals, spreading laughter and warmth and connection. This award, I want to celebrate someone who keeps spirits high, who brings levity and camaraderie wherever they go, which is why I can think of no better person than Fred to receive this award for his kindness and humor.
Wait, he disappeared.
And just like that, he's gone. Never be told I'm too short when he's too tall to be found. At last, I have my Veus Award. The Oracle's insight, creativity and a spark, patience, and then robust passion. They say they see everything that the others do not. Intuition, foresight, and the ability to understand that threads beneath a story go far deeper than just what's in front of them plot-wise. This award honors someone whose insight, feedback, and presence has guided and elevated the community. This is an individual that I may not know personally on one of those levels, but has shown me time and time again that no matter what is brought to their door, they are capable of resolving it with their wit and passion, which is why I would like to honor Hydrasia with this award. Please understand that if you did not receive an award from me, this does not mean that I do not value your contribution. It is difficult, and I could continue to write lore for everybody if it was possible, and I wouldn't end up in the hospital. But these are the individuals I feel through trial, error, passion, difficulty, and positivity can make a difference in the community. It's them that even on the hard days when I know it feels like maybe they want to stay resolute or give up, they find a way to solve their problems and work towards a brighter future with OSRP. However, these aren't the only individuals I want to honor tonight with Founder Awards. Because who would the brothers be without the mothers? Which is why, for my Yelena Award, Stewardess of Creation, I'd like to gift it to somebody who honors our community, whose steady support and creativity has become a foundation for something that makes my cast members' lives shine. I would like to gift this to community member Sloth for their wonderful contribution of fan art to the community. Next is my Ventia Award. Just like the mothers, it takes but a spark. And this is a twofold award because I genuinely was so baffled when I saw two people show up this week with big hearts, willing to put forth what they needed to build a community like this. Ventia stirs magic in the world and helps inspire dreams. This award goes to community members who make moments like this possible. So this award I'd like to give to LS Guardian and the Geeky Canadian for all their hard work and contributions this week. We truly would not be anywhere without you. Next is my Orva Award, the Keeper of Quiet Words. Orva is ruled by the calm night and moves silently in the background. She's always there supporting us when we need, whether we can see her or not through the clouds. It takes someone important and inspiring to move through that warmth and create reassurance and support when it's needed most. I'd like to give this award to Booley for all of their behind-the-scenes help this week and previously, assisting staff and cast members with getting integrated into the community. And then finally, my Runva Award. Runva represents love, spring, and healing. I'd like this award to honor someone who brings comfort and encouragement to the community, someone who is always there to help others. Which is why I'd like to give this award to Lillian. She has been a constant source of gentle support and emotional strength, as many new people have joined our community. To everybody that I've given an award tonight, it might just be VR, but all of your actions have shaped a place where I pour thousands of hours, dollars, tears, all of it. We may not talk every day, but I want you to know that you are just as much a pillar of this community as I am. And wherever our futures take us, I want you to be proud of what you've done here. So thank you.
We love you guys. Oh my goodness.
I will give this back to Noble now because I'm told I'm quite a yapper. And we will continue with our final awards of the evening.
Maybe a yapper, but wouldn't have it any other way. All very, very, very well-deserved awards, and I'm sure I can tell you, if we had the ability to have an award for every single person on the other side of that screen, every person in our project, and otherwise, we absolutely would, because, man, it is incredibly humbling, it is incredibly exciting, and moving for seeing what everybody puts into this, how people respond and engage with things that it started as a hot tub on a battleship in space. So it's really incredible to look back at where it was and to where we are now. It's really something. But we still have some more awards to hand out, not hang out. I don't think we would want to do that. But that brings us into our. When we cut cameras, Volcona's gonna kick my ass so hard. I swear to God.
I'm gonna do it live.
Or live, that too, yeah. But that brings us into our last set of awards, which we're very excited to give out. Just like we were talking about with the community, and like Sprix noted on with so many of our awards that we got to give out to our quote-unquote mothers or community members at Steed, we would not be where we are without the community that we've fostered. And we can put so many practices into place and guidelines and stuff that we want with our community, but it has been all of you that have made it so easy to build that community. Because we can have our guidelines and, you know, we can make sure that we cultivate the place that we're looking at. But all of you that are sitting here, all of you that are watching here, are the reason that OSRP is OSRP. You're the reason that we get to continue to strive to break down barriers of roleplay and do things that people have never seen before, all while being just a great place to be in general. Whether that's, you know, talking in the Discord server with people gushing about the latest episode or what's to come, or just memeing about Volcona's feet, you know, whatever it may be. It's a great place to do so. Look, if I'm gonna get beat up, I might as well give you some more strays. But that leads us into our next award, which of course is the community MVP. Without all these nominees, and even every name that was put forward in the ballot, we would not be what we are. So let's take a look at the nominees for. Oh, we already are. Okay, Berthoff, a staple in the community, of course. This madness. This madness indeed, done by Hash Brown. Of course, Sloth. Incredible, incredible work. And you could not leave out Badger. All so very deserving, and all should have their own award if we're speaking plainly. But the winner for Community MVP goes to Bertha. So well deserved, such a long-standing member. Very well deserved.
As far as I'm concerned,
I'm sure
every
he's
single member who contributes is just an amazing and valuable player. And you're all MVPs in my book. But Berthoff, you really pick up the slack when some of us fall behind, and Berthoff's always been there for us, so well deserved, my friend.
Berthoff is far and few between somebody who has knowledge of so many parts of our projects that I can't even begin to recollect and keep track of, and just such a welcoming face to people that come in, pointing them in directions for what they're looking for. So we thank you, Berthoff. Thank you so much for being the person you are and for being such a long-standing part of this community. So thank you very much. But I will go ahead and pass.
Small production note here. I have it on record that for the OSRP channel alone, Berthoff has clipped more than 807 individual clips, not including anything he's clipped for other role players.
That's a lot. That's a lot of clicking.
Man has at least 2,000 clips.
That's a lot of clicking. But yeah, thank you again so much, Berthoff. We can't wait to do so much more for you to clip, I'm sure, in general. But I will go ahead and now hand this off to our friendly Magic 8-Ball for our next award.
Well, I'd love to let you hand things off to Magic 8-Ball, but I'm going to yes, I got a fresh set of shellac this morning, so it's quite nice. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can aim it at anyone. Apologies for everyone. I'm blinding in the front of the stage. It's yes, we've got a few victims already. I'm here to talk about something that's sorry. I'm going to go back to normal voice because it seems insincere. I can't help myself. As soon as I put the face on and the bald cap on, the voice just comes out. I'm here because I want to talk to you guys about the spirit of OSRP. We talk about OSRP all the time. We have a concerted effort to use our name all the time. You know, there's branding and marketing and everything like that. We've got a logo. You can see it there. We've made awards, but what is it at the heart of it? What is the spirit of OSRP? We have a community of absolutely incredible people. We have amazing contributors. We have fantastic direction and guidance from our founders, and we've got people that really just give so much of themselves. And to me, that last part there really is what the spirit of OSRP is giving of yourself. This is, without a doubt, at least as far as I'm concerned, one of the most committing hobbies that people can have. This is the type of thing that, like, you doing it, just being a part of this, is giving your time to other people to be able to tell stories together, to give them something that you couldn't get on your own, to be here for one another, and to have those moments of just that kind of selfless giving that comes from being part of the community is, to me, what the core and the heart of the spirit of OSRP is. And so tonight we want to honor somebody who really embodies that spirit, because we know all of you bring so much to it, but we've got some folks that really make it there every waking moment in a lot of cases. So with that, why don't we take a look at the nominees, for the spirit of OSRP. I did not say anemones. The Art of Ash. Of course, Vidal.
You might be small, Bob, but we can still see you. Noble. Yeah.
Noble, for certain.
Make people choose between their friends and and simple.
And Elizabeth. Like I said, so many amazing nominees. It's hard to choose just one person because you bring it, all of you bring it, and these four especially. But the award for the spirit of OSRP goes to... The Art of Ash. Woo!
Huh? No, hold on.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Come on up here, Ash.
Can we point out this is back-to-back for Ash? Put respect on her name.
Actually, I was wondering if I could have Vidal, Liz, and Noble up here with me as well, if that's okay.
Get up there. Me.
She is the winner. You cannot deny her.
It's true. I am the winner. Don't embarrass me.
You gotta come with me.
Come on, Noble.
I'm already
Yeah.
here.
Get up here so I can see you.
That was just so they could see you.
Why do I have to
Can we get some medics in the audience, please?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Apparently, there's some sort of dancing sickness happening, and I'm a little scared.
Look at that.
We would like to know, it's hard to see, but Vidal is on the stage. You just have to look really low.
So, as this award is definitely for spirit, I have to say this again. I 100% agree that everyone nominated for this award, truthfully, we all should get it. This may be my award. I may have been nominated, but every single one of these people on stage have put forth so much love and passion for this project, and just showing so much love. I'm gonna keep saying that because I'm trying not to cry. So, yeah. So thank you, everyone who voted for me for this award, but congratulations to everybody else too, because you all deserve it alongside me. Let me steal a hug.
Ash, you're amazing.
Give me a hug.
Alright, relax before you guys start puking.
Of course. You too, you get one too.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
You can't just speed up your cheering? Oh, that's like.
Oh my god, how many? Oh my god.
This dance is getting really bad. It's getting real bad, guys.
It's just the spirit of OSRP at work.
I don't know why, but
So that right there, that tells you why it was that Ash was the one that got picked there. So giving. So with that, we're going to move to, if I'm correct, our final award for the night. And your presenters for that will be Sprixer and Haven. So I'm out of here.
Oh shit.
He did it again!
Melt sense of cheese at the end of these.
it's always cheese.
Fuck!
You had to jinx it. For the final award tonight, we will be giving away the Roleplayer of the Year award. Roleplayer of the Year means something special to us. It's not just about being the most talented or somebody that can do the best accents, because if that were true, I might give it to my husband. But it means showing up. It means embodying all the things we talked about. It means growing and learning, whether you're new or old. Being Role Player of the Year, it's not just talent. It's effort. And we like to recognize that here. This community chosen award is a statement. It says this is the person that I feel best represents the direction I'd like to see OSRP go. Yeah, we're just gonna stand there and look pretty? I didn't know you're gonna Vanna White this.
I'm secretly hacking up a storm over here.
Are you
Those saltines
coughing?
did not settle right.
We ate saltines today. That was our crunch tech demo, so.
Yep, that was
forgive
our
us.
crunch lunch.
Without further ado, our final award of the night for Role Player of the Year. Our nominees are
Haven should read them all.
Role
Volcona.
player of the year, Volcona.
It was nice while she was alive.
Oh, they serve.
But she didn't die. That was messed up.
The one, the only, Walrus Lord.
I'm so nervous.
Who's that handsome guy? No, the other one. Gotta put it out there. Brunswick.
Have a new cigar there, Solomon.
The forbidden cigar.
Oh my goodness!
Yorif B, the real B. Every one of these nominees is completely fantastic. Yeah. And they're all nominees exactly for that reason. Obviously, we have to go with just one for the sake of the award. But you're all winners,
So-
let's be honest.
This year's Role Player of the Year goes to Volcona.
She's crying. Ooh, she's crying.
Get on up here.
Oh, yeah, they hang on the thing. How do I do it?
She's like,
Hang on.
she ate this award.
It takes a really special person
Slam.
to get attached to a community and give back to it. It takes an even more special person to grow with that community. Though I did not choose this award, I can say personally I am very proud in how you've grown and how you continue to apply yourself to be a shining example of our community. And because of that, I truly believe you deserve this award this year. Congratulations, Volcona.
Thank you, my love.
Let's hear it, everyone.
Thank you guys so much. I feel like I have to say something for this one. Thank you for believing in me through all of the thick and the thin. It means a lot. And thank you for loving my character. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say before I start crying. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We're here to honor many parts of the community, as we've indicated. But there's one that we haven't touched on today that I'd really like to have a conversation about. So if I could get the staff to join me on stage. It's important to recognize what brought us here.
Get the feck up there.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
One of the things I am the most proud of is how much we managed to accomplish with such a small but dedicated team. Blue sky is the limit with these people. It does not matter whatever crazy idea I come up with, be it Drunken Monster College, awards ceremonies, support weeks, improv cards, you name it. These people are always ready to take the ball and run with it. They embody the concept of yes and, late nights, missed dinners, all to fuel that passionate spark inside of them. And to give you all an amazing memory. There have been countless times I have watched the Art of Ash go without sleep or food to create avatars, to write modules, to show up when someone needs help. There are more times than I can count when Magic 8 Ball has answered the call for a tech problem, a late night text from me when I'm confused and hit by 3 a.m. inspiration and working on a new system. For Oak of Iron, for checking on us. Outside of running the systems, he makes sure the rest of the team runs. I've woken up to many morning messages asking how my day is and if I need any help. To Castle. He always knows when to show up and never when to shut up. If you need somebody in your corner, because it is a good time to have somebody that's ready to take the lead, to take a stick and run with it, be it modules that have gone sideways, inspirational speeches before hard episodes, he knows how to show up. To Noble, one of our oldest and longest friends and members of this community. I do not believe we would be anywhere without you, without believing in a silly hot tub and an atlas. Noble clocks in after balancing so much on his daily life and yet still manages to come with a tired smile on his face to pick up any plate that is almost dropped. And Juma, you won my Sunshine Award last year for a reason. Sometimes the most important thing you can bring to a team is positivity. It is that attitude. When the rest of us are stressed out, Hanjuma's there with a warm hand on his back to ensure that the rest of us keep cool and move forward. And then, there's the individuals you can't see right now. OSRP has a fantastic and amazing cinematic POV because of our dedicated camera crew. And though they are not on stage right now, they are all around you giving all of these amazing camera angles. Universe, NPC, and Jackie have become a core fixture of our community to help share these stories we bleed and sweat into like nobody else can. Without them, I truly believe we would not have touched as many people as we have. And to that, I am eternally grateful. Constantly watching them come up with new tech or new maneuvers or new ideas to solve problems or make things work is a testament to how passionate they are when it comes to this space. Roxy unfortunately couldn't be here with us today, but I'd like to say thank you to them as well. It takes a very special person to be able to bounce in, pick up a ball, and run with it. A newer addition to our staff with Varsity Booze, Roxy has made a considerable effort to be present and assist in anything that needs to be picked up. No job is too big or too small for Roxy. And to some of our casual additions that made this year possible, I want to thank Space Pirate Pluto for all the long time that you spent with us getting Return to Blackwell ready, sitting in work-along calls, contributing art, and being a steady force that kept us positive in the time to come when we got ready for Return to Blackwell. And to Shinfo for his dedicated work in assisting behind the scenes with workshops and minor map things. No help is too big or too small when it comes to a community project like this. And my husband, who's gone.
He ran away.
You started the music in the back. He's back.
I see. To my husband, who has the same deadly disease as Mr. Brunswick. No moment is complete without the perfect soundtrack. Nobody understands the level of work you do quite like I do. The late nights, the frustrated Unity moments, and dealing with an aggressive boss. Lord knows you get it the worst some days. But just like everybody else, this journey wouldn't be complete without you. These maps and these worlds, my writing can only come to life because of you. All of our fanciful ideas and events exist because of the hours you put in, the patience you show, and the dedication to continuing to learn. The staff of OSRP is going to grow, I know that. But I want everybody to understand that this is what got us here. I'm so proud that you get to see us how we are right now. Because I guarantee you in a year, we're gonna do some really, really cool shit. So please, give it up for the staff of OSRP.
And never forget that there is no staff without their boss. So please, Put your hands together for Sprixer, because literally none of this is possible without her.
Here.
Oh, 100%. She thought that we were going to let her get away with that.
And
where she
unlike
thinks
last
everybody
year-
else, are you kidding me? She can't run away.
Unlike last
'cause we know
year,
where she
I was
is.
ready. I was ready for this. Last year, she dropped this on me when I planned the award show. But this year, Sprixer has done so much for everybody. She has taken so many plates off of people's tables so that she could make sure that they were okay while she still made her visions possible. So please, let her know how amazing she is here in the chat, in the Discord. Take that!
We love you, Sprixer.
Actually, yes, we're gonna allow
that's what I
this
thought.
one time for about 2 minutes here. Everybody unmute and say thank you, Sprixer, so she can hear it properly in her ears, because she's too far away from you guys. Oh
Thank you, Sprixer.
Thank you,
Sprixer.
You caused her to collapse in the back. Good job, everybody.
So because it does fall on me to put a nice little tidy bow on everything, she doesn't get to get away too fast. So if I can bring Haven, Magic, and Sprixer back out here, please.
She might be crumpled.
We'll crumple out here then, dang it.
One of those might be a little difficult.
Hi guys, it's me.
Emotional.
I have a concerned squint expression on this 8-ball.
I do. I got one good enough for the both of us.
Yeah, so she can't keep getting away with this. Is mainly the main majority of this, but staff, yes, as a whole, we all put our whole pussy, as some people say, into it. Trust me, it is without a doubt.
I say it
a
all
lot
the
of
time,
work.
Noble.
He says it all the time, all the time.
Sometimes Sprixer can't stop me from saying pussy.
But without a doubt,
Yeah, we
these
have to have a
three-
pussy jar.
Yep.
But without a doubt, these three admins, these founders of OSRP, we would not be anywhere close to where we are today. There is countless hours, countless monetary value, countless long nights, countless wanting to pull your hair out and being at your wit's end, and to the point of tears to put all this together. And it's all just for the love of storytelling. It's the love of putting something so cool out there for people to see. And sometimes it's thankless. Not that we don't get plenty of thanks, and the outpouring of support is completely and so crazy. But it is hard work, and there's so many hours that is not on screen, behind the scenes work, even up to the moment today of just putting this world together to have a time to celebrate. You know, is work that they've had to put painstakingly put together. And I know from me, from the rest of staff, from the rest of the cast, from every single person through that lens watching on the screen, we have such a heartfelt thank you to you for the dedication, for the belief you have in not just us, but yourselves, to make, like you've said before, just a hot tub on a battleship stuck in space, so much more. And to be so much more that it's going to be in the years to come, and I look forward to it so much more. So once again, please, everybody, huge round of applause, huge thank you to these three, because we would not be what we are without them.
We love you.
You're gross. You're all gross.
Absolutely.
We love you guys.
Now, I'll go ahead and bring all the rest of everybody backstage out here as well, as we go ahead and give you some closing remarks and put a nice bow tie on the evening.
Oh, Noble, can I wanna.
Oh,
steal
absolutely.
I'm gonna steal your
Yes.
thunder for a second.
Get in
Give me
here.
just a second. I'm gonna consult the all of you. I don't know if the viewers know this. Every single one of you knows what happens when I hold up my left wrist and I'm looking vaguely down at an angle. But right now, I'm taking a look at our goal marker, and oh my gosh, what I'm seeing from the community here is that we didn't just meet it like we noted here. We passed it by a bunch. So I don't have the exact number here without performing some quick back of the napkin math, but I wanna throw a huge thank you to the community support behind this, because this was, like Noble said, this was one of those things where we we set a set of goals because, like all of you know, this stuff is not VR is not a cheap hobby. And then you want to make stuff in it, and that's the part that's difficult. That's the part that's really hard to continue to go with, and can be financially difficult. And so we set some modest goals. We decided we wanted to set some goals to be able to accomplish some stuff coming up for the next projects, and then people ruined my perfectly good goal tracker in the first day. Wrecked it. And so then I made a second goal tracker, and with the help of everybody else, we made more goals because we were like, okay, we'll make another one. We'll put these out there. It'll be stretch goals. It'll be fine. It'll be great. They're never going to hit them. And they ruined the goal tracker the second day, and the third day, and the fourth day, and today. Yeah. Today, the goal tracker's so ruined, we didn't even put it up on stream because it would have made for a terrible viewing experience. So I just wanted to do a huge thanks. Our total community support for the support week here is over 5,000, which is absolutely incredible. And the things that it's going to let us do is going to be amazing. That's the part that's the part I want everybody to take home from this, is that everybody here on the map and everybody in Twitch chat and everybody else's community, the things that we're going to be able to do over the course of the next year and the years beyond are because of you. It's because you're coming out and you're showing that spirit, and it's just amazing. It's absolutely incredible. So huge thank you from everybody up here, and we're also, this is going to be fun because we're looking forward to some absolutely unhinged things that Sprix came up with for those stretch goals. There's if I remember correctly, there's a character cocktail stream that's going to happen on the OSRP channel that I'm certain will cause some injury. Yeah. So we got some fun stuff coming up.
Get the mix in show.
Trust me, you're gonna buy me a drink, right?
Thank you, Noble.
Yeah, of course. I still want everybody out here. Ash, I see you hanging out over there. Get out here, Castle, and all of you. Man, to put a little nice bow tie on that is going to be hard work because of, man, it's incredible. I can't say enough how humbling it is, how inspiring it is to work with some incredibly talented and dedicated people, and to put on stories for people that role play with us so passionately and put everything they have into everything they do, and to have just the outpouring of support that we've had recently, and I'm sure we'll continue to have, is incredible. There is no OSRP without each and every piece of this, all parts included, and we cannot wait to tell more and more stories, break more and more barriers, and do more and more just crazy insane things with all of you guys. So remember, as a very talented writer once wrote, "You are not broken, you are overflowing." Have a wonderful night, guys. Love you.
I'm so dead ass. Hit 6,000 and I'll come out of retirement for the award show next year. I'll do it. If they hit 6,000, I'll do it.
I'll check the numbers, Castle. I'll hold you that.
I just want anybody who was here last year to understand. I promise at 6,000, I'll come out of retirement. I'll do the award show next year. After I said how much I hated it last year. So.
You heard the man.
I built it. I never want to see it again.
Is this how you do it? This is the Broadway size?
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's the one.
Thank you. Vi is still short.
That's what I heard.
All right, everybody, come celebrate with us. Get on up here. Come talk with us. Come chat with us. Come gush. Yeah. Let's go.
You asked for it.
I'm proud of you.
You did amazing.
Hold on, wait. I gotta order farm. What's up, dog?
Yeah?
What's up, dog? You in rags, dog? You step to me, dog? What's up?
Okay.
You take that? Fight. I won't take that if I were you.
She brought out a broom
Good idea.
Dusty. For me, I got